Never mind, the music kicked in. Okay. This is a very intricate menu. I don't know what any of that's supposed to mean, so I'm going to say okay. I have no idea what colors are supposed to see, what colors I wasn't supposed to see. I accept. Hey, it's a little cupcake. Check out the settings. This is still a bit fucking loud. I don't know how. I'm just going to stick with default. I don't actually know. We're in a new game. Mainly because I don't know any of the game. Yeah, sweet. Scenario. Oh, DLC. No, I'm good. Base game. Normal, I guess? I do not know the road. See, I love how they're like, oh, CRPGs infrequently. Like, I've played some, I get them. Next difficulty up. Not recommended for players who aren't used to the system. Why did you not just stick with this one and just be like, ah, this is probably what you should play on? I don't know what's Grim Darkness. This mode is the ultimate challenge for the bowlers of Lord Capitalists who want to truly immerse themselves, blah, blah, blah. Stakes plus all decisions, victories, and losses in the Grim Darkness mode are final and irreversible. You only have a single save, which is updated automatically every time you exit the game. No loading from an earlier point, no second chances, and no changing positions. You can just overcome all of obstacles, make it all the way to the epilogue, bringing glory to the one something. Dynasty you will receive there is... Yes. Sure. I think this is very... What does it say if you... Yeah, fuck it. We are the Grim Dark. Yes. Now fuck that. We want a custom bitch. Create a new character. Yes. This is gonna go so badly. Oh, she looks cool. She has a devil lady. She looks crazy. Oh, I don't even know why we picking devil lady. I don't even know why I'm pretending. Okay, I fucked that up. Fucked it up. Okay, cool. Why is everyone so fucked in this? Yeah, I need the hair because this is irrelevant. The face is all about what it looks like with the hair. The hair is the important part. I have so many questions about how that hair stays like that. Okay, we'll pick that. Now we're the skinny little bitch. Sure. We'll stick with that. Cool. Cool. Oh, there's more options. Oh, just not in this map. Section, whatever. I feel like we're making her worse. That is like Mr. Evil eyebrows. Sure. Nah, we'll leave her with no tattoos. Nah, we unsullied. Sullied.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. Through chaos I stride.
Yes. I'm assuming the scars are non-negotiable. Okay. Death World. I do like the sound of that. That sounds fucking hardcore. And very badly for us, though. On Death World, the planet beasts and sometimes even the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms. And a missile to human life. Whilst exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death Worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human resource presence on the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardest and most resilient populations in the galaxy. Those tested and found wanting die young. Well then. What stats do I want? Yeah, I don't know what any of these stats do. A void burns a human's birth in the belly of a void vessel or aboard an ancient orbital satellite. Jesus, satellite. Those who have had their lives on void ships become injured to some extent due to the reality-altering process of warp travel and to living in lower zero gravity environments. In many cases, these features are drawn and their skin pallid. Their features are drawn and their skin pallid. Jesus, who writes these things? Women have minor deformities or strangeness to their speech, gait, or general princessism apart from others. That sounds... Yep, I think we'll do that one. Origin. I mean, they got a dead person on them. I don't actually know what like a fucking wizard is in this. But I mean, the cool coat. The Imperium survives and prospers in no small part due to the narrowness of its vision. Or whatever, I'm not reading. Triumph. Manage to corrupt an entire star system and turn it into your personal den of thieves. I mean, that's dope. You stripped in something, cardinal, of a priceless treasure that had been kept its most secure sanctums at Lapidaris Ministerium, fear of greatness. You prevailed in a bloody shadow war against the void pirates of your sector. No, I wanted to take over an entire star system. An inauspicious deal with the wrong people resulted in a rise of a chaos cult and the horrific massacre of innocents. I mean, that's pretty cool. You were arrested and thoroughly interrogated using creative and violent methods. I don't know what the fuck a ruse is. You turned your partners into authorities and became known as a traitor. I mean, I suppose we'll take that. Mm-hmm. Is this our... What is our class? Is this our class? No. I don't know what any of that means. Let me pick that one. Archetypes are development paths that your characters follow. Each archetype encapsulates a unique set of skills and expertise and represents a specific combat specialization. From the frontline warrior, the indispensable leader preferring to command from the rear. Choose who you want to be in the grim dark features of 40,000 rogue trader. Aren't we a fucking... An operative uses intelligence and perception to find and exploit weaknesses of the enemy's defense. None can withstand attack from an operative. Core focuses precise single attacks, defense, penetration, area debuffs, consistent firing, position. I don't know, we're not an officer, we've got no health. Core focus, extra turns, single target buffs, rescuing allies, momentum, nope. Movement and range attacks, cover and dodge, burst fire areas of attacks. We'll pick this, because I think that makes sense. We'll pick that because we probably want to be one of those two. Okay, see, this is where I still don't fucking understand what we are. I don't want to take this up. Persuasion, what are you affected by? Okay. That affects fucking half the things. Also don't really know what any of this means. Think that I don't know at what point I picked a class. That's what I'm still so confused by. I don't know what these do now. Sure, sword one. Okay, we'll take Ramona. What reminds me of his fucking Ramona flowers. I still have no idea if we are a class or not a class. Also, I'm assuming there's like mages and shit, but I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if Warhammer has fucking mages and stuff, or if I'm just being stupid. Oh, fuck. I had to press any key. I don't know how long that's been there for, if it's been there for a while. My bad, chat. Cool statue. The fuck are they? So it took us exceptionally long just to fucking make a character in a system we have no idea how it works. Just to, I don't know. That dude looked like they almost fucking face planted there.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
The Emperor of Mankind, the God, the ruler, and the highest power in which humanity offers their praise for. I thought it was talking about me. You're in a dialogue. Yeah, well, I think he's talking about me in real life. I fucking can close this bitch down. As in, exit the game. You're in a dialogue. Here you can learn more about current events, influence the characters you're speaking to, or even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sweet, got it. Yeah, we're gonna be a prick.
Interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interests of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety. Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
I mean, is he really though? I mean, criticize the talentless architect's place, nothing more. Prefer to serve by acting, not speaking. Thank you for the vassal strive to follow it in the future. I do not show defense for things I do not believe in myself. Even such much importance to words, while I have a fondness for names. I have not yet to hear yours. That appeared like a very smart answer.
My apologies. The statements you made were so intriguing that I forgot myself.
Just to click continue.
Allow me to introduce myself. Kunrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Okay, that's just saying already. What the fuck's a rogue trader? Rogue trader. A subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the full and parts of regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Okay, cool. The why trader? And not just like fucking adventurer or fucking Indiana Jones. My name's Ramona.
My regards, mistress. Or should I say, von Valencius, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium.
That's a long name.
Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you. Understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of a ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
Yeah, you have a curious how master was tell me about the one on whose ship I found myself. Tell me about the one one of the rogue traders' heirs. So there's another candidate. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek out. Let's stress it. Yeah, I just want to know why they call you the fucking whatever of Whispers.
Head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
So you're basically a little bitch. Coming on the way, Charter's S is another candidate.
Yes. And you will meet him soon enough. Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Okay.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora.
Dude could have left that. Also, that looks like
I
the Millennium
imagine
Eye
you
there
have
in the
many
corner.
questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
That is still such a like hardcore picture. Alright, continue.
The
My
Lord
bad.
Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Rogue tracer. Jesus, move your character by clicking F spot on the screen.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a specific way. They are marked with specific archons. Some archons allow you to study objects. Others will transfer the character to neighboring locations or launch a small event. These archons become visible when your character close enough to the interactive object. Clicks and spine on the archon to perform the associated action. Some interactive objects, such as doors or chests, are always marked with archons, but the cursor changes when you hover over them. Because of the option, blah blah blah. Tab.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Oh, I had to open the door. I thought he was going to open the door for us. I thought he was going to be a fucking gentleman, and now I'm just standing there waiting and
The
shamed.
von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Not really. Not unless I'm allowed to, shall we say, help ourselves to some of the interesting stuff around here.
What's happening?
Well, they just got fucked.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
At least they got one hit kills, so I mean, they must.
Blood and mayhem
They pretty
shall
much be
be
rude.
our
Rather than grim darks of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer. Click the button on the top screen to start battle. Well done. Dead. Henry's doing pretty well for himself. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, characters can move, attack, and use their abilities. Click the cell with the highlighted area and click left mouse to move the character there. Movement points determine how far characters can move on their turn. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell on the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2 MP. At the beginning of each turn, movement points restored. Okay.
descend upon the weak.
Action points. To make actions use ability points in combat. A character must spend action points or AP. Their total is displayed in the control, but blah blah blah. Every attack, yes, yes, yes. Click the mouse button on a single shot icon, weapon panels button. Okay.
One step closer.
I mean, we hit it. That surely counts for something.
Ruin beckons.
Where the fuck is the end turn? That's pretty cool. I didn't see where intern was. Oh, there we go. It'd be great if you guys could actually hit him.
Purpose guides me.
If we use this,
I will triumph.
well,
Purpose guides me.
increase was a decent weapon. Maybe I don't have a choice. Basically, they're just like, going to murder everyone.
I will triumph. Ruin beckons. I need no guidance.
I don't actually know what that does, in fairness. Oh, okay. Oh, he dodged it. Okay. Basis media weapons block adjacent enemies' ability to perform attacks with ranged weapons, pistols, and shotguns on exception.
At
Okay.
exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Yeah. Alright, fuck it. Press continue.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay, chat. Quick little bathroom break before we go talk to her. I'll be back now. Hey, chat. We back. Can I loot the bodies?
The world will bow.
At least you run quite quickly in this game, which is nice. Why can't I be a tech pre? I also have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, okay, never mind. I know where I'm supposed to be going.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Okay.
That suggests an alternative that will satisfy me.
Jesus, what is with that hair?
I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
First impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tick, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken physical form. In stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodora von Valsius' features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to tell the difference in the status between her and Edelthrad. Next to two of them, you see two more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the the other behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Well, I mean, it's still treasure. Your character's skill reflects their knowledge capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, then new information will be revealed, or hidden dialogue option will be locked. If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected to give each passive skill, okay? Assuming these are the two succeeded. Lord Warp. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Anon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychos to do so, but it will give us the answer. Those spirits could well be the natives named for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, if the population of Anon 6 engages in Xeno worship. This one.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
I only serve myself. I reached out onto a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Well, going to be a prick.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
I do not know yet. I hope you just clarify that.
Clarity, a luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity.
Yeah, then you can tell me things.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris,
Okay,
I am a
cool.
rogue
That's
traitor
way
in the
too long of a
service
name.
the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
That seems a bit extreme.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with Fon Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
So kill you, get rich.
Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As
Yeah, but I'm the
things
main
currently
character,
stand,
so
I have
I'll be
doubts
fine.
that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Let's not be a prick.
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours.
Well, like
Nonetheless,
some
he
weird
does
fucking
bear the name
demon
Fon
thing and you'd look
Valancius,
kind
even
of
if he
human.
avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Well, I guess we know he's gonna die
But
next.
patience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. One could not in good faith describe your background as one of exemplary service to the Imperium. However, I am intrigued
Well, I mean, we
by
did
you
fucking
and your
enslave an entire,
past.
well, not take over an
To
entire
have
planet.
survived and prospered between the letters of the law is a rare achievement among those in our circle. You are skilled in the art of taking risks and cutting corners. Trust me when I say that you will have sufficient opportunity to apply this talent for the good of the house. Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. If you can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the Fon Valancius
So they know I'm
dynasty,
smart. Dope.
well, so much the better. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Is that
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to
so?
tell her that those things went.
Perhaps the techno during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
I feel like that uneducated's a bit personal.
Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Yo, what does she actually want from me?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aid.
Okay.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh shit, we're going into... The fuck? Okay, now we're not just fighting fucking droids anymore. How did all of these people get on a ship? I think she needs to talk to her fucking security team.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
I can handle this.
I took care of this one.
He did pretty good, apparently.
My faith strengthens me.
I don't know what the point of us is.
Out of my way.
I feel like we're just going to get in people's ways at this point. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Okay, cool.
A blood-soaked tribute. I reject the very idea.
Death to non-believers.
I bring ruin.
Okay, well, this poor dude's getting fucking shot or the shit shot out of him.
Mercy for
Follow my lead.
He had an area attack, which would have been really great if he used it in a different fucking area.
Took care of this one. Weapon at the ready.
Dude, you have a gun.
To the heretics.
Okay, never mind.
Reduced to dust.
I won't waste my time on that.
Oh, fuck. Well, I fucked up.
Chaos guides me.
Don't touch me. For the Imperium!
I was not supposed to do that. I killed one and screamed at another one.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Yeah? I'm not
That
Mort,
an eye
fuck.
when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Okay.
The world trembles beneath my feet. I'm not afraid to embrace the revelations that make others shriek and cover.
Okay, that doesn't
is
work.
the difference between me and ignorant filth.
I didn't see where that dude went. I don't really have any idea where the fuck I'm going. Well, it's more combat, apparently.
Thank
Never mind.
Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
Oh, fuck. I
I've
continue.
not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Okay.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I don't know if those weapons were that improvised. They still seem to hurt.
The last known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain, Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Okay.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Kunrad?
But dialogue the way, not my
Rely on our
fault.
spirited guest. You are personally responsible. Mort!
I don't know how we got settled with the guy that doesn't seem like he can do anything.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer...
I thought he was going to give us something that says he was rummaging in his pockets. Oh, this motherfucker is the evil guy. Seems a bit excessive standing on me.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful. You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault.
Doesn't mean I can't save.
There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel. An ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Ooh, we're gonna to be evil.
I may consider it once you have done what I need you to do.
Now we're gonna be a prick.
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for? Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my masters sent me for. The Warrant of Trade.
Well, we're not gonna help him
I am
now.
afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so. I doubt it, my dear. But that's enough talk. Fulfill your destiny.
Skill test and dialogue. One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Unlock. With passive test, you can automatically... which are made automatically. In this case, you can decide whether or not to select an option, the consequence of which... Okay. Take you 60. You carefully inspect the design of the gate conjugator. What immediately catches your eyes is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, from which are unfamiliar to you. Suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. The Crown hopes of finding something at least that could work as a weapon. You search in vain. Chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. A broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar sight. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go for it. Sentinel's jaws clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into Cerberus' throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motor starts up and pumps into motion. The vid screen of the conjugator flickers. Several long minutes pass. Sentinel's jaws remain closed and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes.
Request accepted. Initiating descent protocol.
Okay.
There is still another way.
Oh, how do I know if the game's saved? Well, we're gonna find out, I think, tomorrow. But yeah, that is things we're recording for today. Watching. Come join us live sometime. Link will be down in the description below, like always. Sorry for the short video or gameplay video. We fucking tried to play KOTOR 2 again, or at least a new mod for it, and that's still broken and struggled with that for about 45 minutes. But thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.